When it comes to yoga, there are many different um, opinions and ideas about how best to approach this path of self-realization. And it's interesting to consider um, the path itself in terms of where we are right now and where we're trying to get. And as I mentioned, it's a path of self-realization. Yoga, in some translations, is seen as union. And we might consider or think about, contemplate union with what? And do we have our own understanding, something that's authentic, not something that we've read or that we've heard, but something that is authentic inside of us, that we can connect to, so that we can understand the path that we're on, the steps that we want to take, and how to take those steps. And so with Keepers of the Earth, the yoga school that I have been stewarding, the process of the trainings, because it's a yoga school, it's a school of yoga and mystical arts, and the trainings that we do once per year bring people together to immerse in this inquiry, so that we can study what the sacred texts have left us, the clues that they've left us, and sort of the processes and the methodology that has been left behind by many great practitioners, masters, sages, people who have walked this path with their own authenticity and have come up with conclusions from their own experimentation, based on the results of those who've come before, and have passed down tools that can help us refine our perception, refine our awareness, so that our awareness is keen to the destination. And it's not an easy question. It's perhaps the biggest question that any of us can pursue the answer to. And in the pursuit of answering this question, we discover our work, we discover our path. As they say, the path is discovered by walking it. And what that means is, when we get clear with ourselves about what our spirituality means to us, and what the spiritual evolutionary process even is, then we start to find the steps appear, and those steps are different for each person, and they can vary from place to place, time to time. Even in each person, it can vary depending on the cycle or phase that they're in with life. And ultimately, we have the technology of Hatha Yoga, which is really designed to purify the mind and the body, and to get the prana to move in a aligned way. Because when the prana is moving without the obstruction of the mind, without the imposition of what we think or believe, or ideologies, or opinions even, then the prana has its own intelligence. The prana, which is the force that makes trees grow, makes our heart beat, causes the sun to rise, causes the planets to rotate. This is a cosmic pattern. This is a cosmic intelligence. And for someone who may not think that the universe is alive or intelligent or conscious, all we need to do is look around and see that there's a pattern, there's a geometry to existence that ensures balance and harmony. And when we're dysregulated or out of harmony or out of alignment with this cosmic force, we feel that. And the interesting thing is that we have a sort of compass inside of us that will nudge us in the direction of balance and harmony, because life ensures life will continue. And so the evolutionary process, which is the yogic path of realizing the self and realizing our unity with all things, is an experience. And it's an experience somatically, in the body, in the heart, and to also mention that it's an experience from the mind. So the mind participates instead of projecting. And when the mind starts to participate in this immense orchestra of sound and vibration that we call the universe, the mind starts to discover the beauty of pure seeing, and how that's enough, that just seeing clearly is enough, because then we can have accuracy in our actions, and live a life that is to a more or less degree holy, whole as in we're no longer fragmented. We're no longer one cell operating as a distinct individual entity apart from the greater whole. And that's what it means to come into union. That's what it means to be holy. That's what it means to be whole. And by remembering our wholeness, health, abundance, creativity, inspiration, that word remember, to bring back into the community of the self, the infinite creator. And so our teacher trainings and all of my teachings are an attempt to align myself, to align others who want to take on this inquiry, and to do so with that authentic inspiration of, what is it for me? What do I want to do with my time, and to make this whole process of life fulfilling? And so it's more than, it's a greater, they would say that it's the greatest goal that anyone can set forth to achieve. It's the greatest endeavor of humans, this spiritual quest of realizing the self. It's the ultimate mountain to climb, and we're all climbing it, to some more than others, but we're all on that path, and that's what I believe we're here to do, is to discover this and to find this. And so, yeah, our next training, I'm going to release the date soon, and I'm excited to share with you the details of that. And I know that if you're following me and you're watching this video, then you must be interested in this, and so I'm happy to share that with you. And yeah, please reach out if you're interested in this training. We only have 10 spots, and it's happening in February of next year, 2024, so about 6 months away. And like I said, I'll release the dates and details soon. And I'm very honored and blessed to to offer this to my friends, my communities, and to the fellow seekers and lovers of truth and reality